Hi all, welcome to the 20th edition of Professional Visa and Education Services News Update. My name is Nish. I'm the Director of Professional Visa and Education Services and also Registered Migration Agent in Australia. Now today I'm going to focus on a few different topics which has been kind of hot topics in the last couple of weeks. I'm just going to take you through some of the main ones today. So the first capital rank, I'm going to talk about the ACT skill occupation list. Okay, now obviously 2nd of September, we all heard about the news where ACT has started inviting a state nomination for some of the occupation, and it's a great news for those ones who's already got a positive skill assessment and looking for general skill migration. So ACT government has released the occupation list, mainly focusing on some of the occupations which will be invited in 190 visa subclasses. All right, so take you through the some of the main importance. Now, when we say ACT skill occupation list for 190 state sponsor, why is it important? So it's important because with 190 visa subclass, there's whatever the skill occupation they have released recently, it has a wide range of occupation in a CSOL, which is the Canberra skill occupation list. Has wide range of occupation as opposed to SOL list, which is a skill occupation list in general for independent. Okay, so there's a lot more occupation than in SOL list. So if you have a qualification at certain occupation, it's probably worthwhile to check Canberra list to see whether or not your occupation is open for 190 visa subclasses. So apart from the wide range of skill occupation, there's also extra 5 points for your general skill migration. So obviously with the state nomination you get extra 5 points. So if you have 55 or if you have 60, obviously with the state nomination you'll get extra 5 points for that. Okay, now on top of this, with the occupation ceiling, I'm not sure if you have heard about this, but in 189 independent visa there's an occupation ceiling. So that means only certain number of invitation will be allowed in one program year of general skill migration. However, with 190 visa, this occupation ceiling do not apply. So that means it could be for infinity. So it could be any numbers. Whenever Canberra government is satisfied with the invitation they have issued for a certain occupation they're looking for, as long as they're happy with the number of the people they have invited, now there's a good news. Obviously there's no ceiling, so it doesn't work in terms of how many invitation they're going to raise. So that's another good news for this new skill occupation list. Okay, now what are the occupation that has been added? Now I'm just gonna name few occupation that's on the list which we commonly deal with. Now if you have got a skill assessment for this particular occupation, obviously it's a great news for you guys, so you should not wait any further. I think you should apply for state nomination in Canberra with this particular occupation. So first one is graphic designer, multimedia designer, web developer, mechanical engineer, real estate agent. So these are the common occupations that we do in daily basis. However, these are just the main one that I've just mentioned. There are a lot other occupation in the list which you should go online in Canberra ACT website and look for the other occupation to see whether or not your occupation is on the list, so that you can apply for 190 visa subclass. Okay, all right, so that's one news. Another big news this week we heard is obviously entrepreneur visa. So just to attract some talented innovative people to establish entrepreneurial venture in Australia, obviously Department of Immigration has introduced this new entrepreneur visa. What that means is obviously the initial investment required is around $200,000, but these are for those people previously who had funds available to invest in Australia, but they were not able to self-sponsor themselves in 457 visa. This is the great opportunity for you guys. If you held some sort of investment cash, obviously you can come and invest in Australia with your innovative ideas, and this is the great opportunity for you to come in the permanent residency pathway. So after 4 years in duration, providing that your visa, that your entrepreneurial visa venture is doing well, obviously then you can lodge a permanent residency visa subclass 888 visa. Okay, so once again, I have got a lot of inquiries from overseas people who hold money in their account, and they wanted to establish some sort of business in Australia to sponsor themselves, self-sponsor. I think self-sponsor is quite difficult now, so that's kind of out of the question. So the option now you have, if you wanted to invest in Australia, is you should consider entrepreneurial visa, which is obviously designed for people who wanted to come and invest in Australia with your innovative ideas. Now it kind of works similar way as a skill select. So obviously you have to put expression of interest with all your papers, and then each and every state of Australia will then make a decision. Obviously first you have to make a decision where you would like to invest this capital, and then the nominated state will then invite you to come and invest in Australia, and that's how you lodge your visa application through a skill select. It's more like a general skill migration, but it's a little bit different. You have to put expression of interest to invest in Australia. So that's another big news that we have this week. Now another big announcement, last week we had was the extra points for general skill migration for those who is going to study or currently studying doctorate or master's study in certain stream. So mainly I'm just going to talk about a few occupation. Once again, there are other subjects in the list. So if you're studying biological science, chemical science, earth science, mathematical science, natural or physical science stream, these are the main these are the main subjects, so the course that if you are studying or if you're looking at studying, that this will contribute extra 5 points for your general skill migration, which is good news for those ones who have finished masters and haven't got your points enough for general skill migration. This is a good opportunity for you guys to tap onto studying a masters by research, doctorate, in certain occupation, a certain field. Of course, it can't be any other field, so it has to be certain field, for which you can check online, or you can contact us. But that's another good news for general skill migration as well. So mainly for today's session, we just talk about two major updates. One's ACT occupation list, and another one is extra 5 points for doctorate or masters by research in certain courses. These are the major changes on the general skill migration side, whereas there has been an introduction of the entrepreneurial visa, so which is another great opportunity for investors from overseas who's got innovative ideas and wanted to come and invest in Australia. This is the opportunity for you, so you should act now. Get your papers together, put the expression of interest. Once you get invited, we can obviously lodge a visa application after that. Well, that's it for today. If you do have any questions, or you would like to discuss about your permanent residency pathway in Australia with us, feel free to contact on 0290074409, or you can email us on info@provisa.com.au, or you can visit us in our website www.provisa.com.au, and obviously we'll be able to help you out. Now, half an hour consultation is free, as I said, so you can book us or come visit us. We're located at 99 York Street, Suite 4, Level 9. Just walk in, and obviously we'll help you do half an hour consultation, and it's up to you. You can decide whether or not you want to proceed with the visa application. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back again next week with more updates. Thank you. Bye bye.